Alright, so now we're going to work some more sport-specific isometrics. So this is going to be based around martial arts, because obviously that's what I specialise in. If you haven't checked out the previous video on the basic isometrics, going over a squat, a push and a hinge, make sure you check that out. Also make sure you subscribe, you like, you comment below with any questions. But let's get into it, guys. So as I said, these are going to be more sport-specific. Generally speaking, the guidelines for isometrics are going to stick around the same between sets, reps and timing. You might be looking to go slightly higher in the time now, talking rather than sort of 3 to 5 seconds, you might be going sort of 10, 15, 20 seconds, depending on their sport, depending on their style. Like for example, martial arts, if they're more a grappler or more a wrestler, they're going to be doing longer isometrics because that's where we kind of need to test them. Alright, so let's get into it, guys. There's a few different exercises, a few different videos. So yeah, check them out. If you've got any questions, just comment below. Make sure you like and subscribe. Okay, first up, we're going to be working some rotational isometrics or anti-rotational isometrics. So we've got a pole here, just a vertical pole. If you've got a bit of padding, it's even better. It's just going to save the hands a little bit. From here, we've got a nice strong stance, chest out, shoulders back into this kind of anti-rotational press or Parlov press position. And we're just going to drive against the pole. So from here in, nothing changes, full isometric. So basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to drive that way. Okay, so I'm trying to rotate clockwise here, but obviously the pole's in the way, I can't do that. So from here, drive and relax, drive and relax, drive and relax. All right, what this one's going to do is going to help with wrestling, help with transitions, help with any sort of rotational stuff that we're going to be doing in sports. Can even translate slightly, very slightly, into like change of direction drills and all that sort of stuff. All right, on to the next one, guys. Okay, so now we're going to work isometrics. We've got a box set up here, we've got a bowl set up, and basically what we're going to be doing is we're basically going to be doing a nice crunch, okay, on this bowl. So the setup from here is going to be down in position. Stance is kind of whatever you want. You can be square on, southpaw, orthodox, whatever you want. I'm going to take a nice strong grip on here, and I'm just driving in, down and into the ball. Okay. If you've got little bits on the edge here, you can always have them facing the side, and you can add agitation. Someone can pull on these, which we've done a previous video on, so check that out, to add agitation and to change that where the force is coming from. You can also get down on your knees and drive in. And you can change it as you're moving as well. So I can start square, drive in, change, come around, change, come around, and just keep moving. Keep moving, keep that isometric force on, especially if you're in a dynamic sport where there might be some sort of external force. You're going to need to keep moving around. So we can do, say, a 30-second hold on this, driving down every 5 seconds. Change positions, move around as much as we need. All right, that's a really good one to work, guys, especially with that added agitation. If you haven't got a ball like this, you can always have your partner just pushing the hips around a little bit, moving you around, just to get used to that external force. All right, have fun with that, guys. On to the next one. Wall for this one, padded wall is always going to be better, but if you haven't got that, you haven't got it, just use whatever you've got. So I've got a padded wall here. Just going to take a nice strong stance against the wall, and we're just going to drive in against the wall. Alright, so I'm basing up on this rear leg, drive in hard as you can. Okay, that's the isometric for you, simple. Alright, again, you can change it, so we can be here, we can be driving in, and then change the legs, change the arms, come down, move up, keep moving around, keep that pressure on. Alright, and then as I said before, if you want to add some agitation, you can get your partner with a band. They can chuck that around, they can keep moving around, or they can just start knocking out the hips to add that external force, which, especially if you're in a sport with an external force like martial arts, that's going to be needed. So you're going to need to get used to that with your isometrics. You need to be able to keep maximal isometric hold. So if for example, you're holding someone against the cage, they're not just going to be standing there. All right, so they're going to be trying to move out of that position. So you do need that external force, and that's why you can move around. Again, same with the ball, do say 30 seconds, but keep moving every sort of 5, 10, 2, 3, 4 seconds, whatever you need. Keep working it up, keep moving it up, changing it up. All right, on to the next one, guys. Okay, so now we've got the same setup as we had before with the ball on the box. we've got it against the wall this time. All right, so what this is going to do is basically we can change it up and we can mix the isometrics in as we see fit, or as the coach tells us, as our partner tells us. So we can start off on the ball, we can come down, start driving down into the ball, 5-10 seconds, but move up against the wall, change it up, move around, come down, keep moving, keep switching it up, but we've always got that isometric force going into whatever we need. All right, this is a good way to put two different movements or two different positions into play. And then if we've got the partner with us or our coach with us, they can obviously add the added rotation, the added external force, and they can be in charge of where we move to. Okay, so we can start on the ball, start on our knees, they can say feet, up, come up to our feet, wall, back, move to the wall, back, ball, down to the ball, back, move into the wall again, do whatever. So the coach is in charge, so you're not ready for it. Okay, so you don't know what you're gonna have to do, where you're gonna have to do it, where you're gonna have to move to, and you've got to think on your feet. All right, have fun with that, guys. One more. Okay, guys, this is gonna be the last one. So we're basically gonna work on a pull movement. I've got a towel, got my vertical pole. If you need to trap it in a door or something like that, you can always do that as well. If you've just got a really strong resistance band, you can use that, but it's not gonna be ideal. Stretching band is really good, but most people have got a towel. Okay, I'm gonna wrap it around here. From here, I'm gonna try and keep my arms at about 90 degrees. I'm gonna get whatever stance I'm comfortable with, and I'm just gonna pull from here. Pull, 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 and then you can always change it up, change the feet, change the angle, keep pulling though. Always got that isometric contraction going. Back to neutral, back to the other side. But both arms are working the same. Come down, move back, whatever you need. All right, same sort of rules apply. And remember with the rules, guys, you've got about 10 to 15 degrees strength adaptation or improvement above and below what you're doing. So if I'm working here, I'm gonna get strength adaptation here, strength improvement here, also about here, also about here, okay? So changing it up to here, to here, to here, works all angles in the same set, so it's really good, and it's more specific. Again, if you've got the coach with you, make sure they are telling you when to move, when to change, what to do, because then you're not getting used to it, it's not on you. If you haven't got a coach, perfect, it's fine still. You can still work it, still do exactly the same. Again, I'd probably say hold this for 20, 30 seconds. Changing up the movement if you need to. After you've got that good base, change up the movement every sort of 5, 10, even 3 or 4 seconds. And that should help you with your more sport specific isometric contractions with the external force. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed that. So yeah, if you've got any questions, comment below. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that sort of jazz. Make sure you keep up to date with these videos, trying to churn them out as much as possible.